Hey bros, what's going on? It's Broski in here. We're back at it again with another Destiny video. Today we're going over the TWAB, aka the This Week at Bungie blog. If you guys haven't read it, it just came out a few hours ago. It really has some really big changes coming. Talking about the big changes coming to the Sandbox update, which if you guys don't know what the Sandbox update is, Sandbox updates pretty much just change weapons, movement speeds. Things, pretty much all the fundamentals of the game. I'm going to read this off, obviously, verbatim straight from the TWAB, and just go over, obviously, the blog itself, and then once we get down to the Sandbox updates, we'll talk in length about those and how those could change the game and make the game better. Because at the end of the day, those changes are what's going to make or break Destiny and make Destiny a better game or a worse game. And at this point, obviously, I think any changes in positivity help the game, obviously. First off, the blog post puts, this week at Bungie, we deployed an update to Destiny 2, which is obviously the 1.1.2 update. We just had to go live on the 30th, which put in Armor Masterworks, raid mods, and those things of sorts. On Wednesday, part 2 of the Fall of Osiris, a webcomic series just came out. If you guys haven't checked out the webcomic, that make sure you guys go on Bungie.net and check out the webcomics. The webcomics are actually really cool. If you guys like those kind of things like that, definitely check those out, man. Also, yesterday, like I went over in yesterday's video, the developmental roadmap coming up, the content roadmap 1.1.2, which got released, 1.1.3, 1.1.4, and obviously 1.2.0, which starts out with the Season 3 in May and the new DLC coming out in May. If you guys didn't know that, new DLC will be out in May, and that's also, quite ironically, it's when the new Eater of the Worlds heroic comes out. So I'm guessing maybe they're going to do the heroic version will come out first. I don't really know, in May, and then the end of May, once the big update drops with the AKA new DLC at the end of May, then we'll have new DLC content then. I know a lot of people were confused. A lot of people kept trying to tell me it's going to be in April, which I've been saying they're probably going to push it back, which, like I said, May does make really good sense to that aspect. Right here is where it's going to start on the Sandbox update. This right here is, like I said, the Sandbox update is what's going to make or break the game, make fundamental changes to movement speeds, to how much weapon, what weapon does what, how much damage, and hand cannons, and all those things, you know what I'm saying? It says, on the developmental roadmap, we forecast one update that players have been talking about a lot, which is obviously in the end of March, is the Sandbox update. We've been gathering lots of feedback about the Destiny 2 Sandbox and seeing the deployment of schedule sparks more questions. Designer lead Josh Hamrick, if you guys don't know Josh Hamrick, he's an awesome guy that works over at Bungie and does the Sandbox updates and works for the Sandbox team. Hamrick says, hello again. We've been promising more updates about our work with Destiny 2 Sandbox, so here we are. Before we get started, I want to lend some context. The Sandbox team is currently working on lots of updates for Destiny 2 over the next several months as we variously deliver updates. The updates approach, we will have many visits from me or my teammates. Know that we'll be chatting with you again and share some more details. Obviously, just saying that there'll be more details coming from either him or other team members that work on the Sandbox. We've been playtesting a series of changes that you'll get your hands on in just a few short months. Sandbox has lovingly begun to refer to these changes as the Go Fast update. These are changes that they're currently playtesting. They're not guaranteed to ship, but the outlook is good at this point, which means obviously some of these things might not ship with the Go Fast update, but so far these things are looking good, and hopefully they will be coming with that March 27 update. Like I said, some of these things that are listed might not come or might be changed a little bit, obviously, and we'll hear more details in the future. So here's a list of some of the things that's going to be changed. Obviously, there could be more things could be changed. Some of these might not even happen. First of all, we're starting off all three glides, catapult, strafe, and strafe lift. So it's pretty much all three glides on all three characters, plus the catapult and the straight lift have been returned and buffed to make them more unique and faster, which pretty much means that, obviously like strafe and those kind of things, Titan's gonna be moving a lot faster. Hunters and warlocks across the board is be faster movement speeds, which is one thing that everybody's been looking forward to. I don't think we'll see as fast as Titan skating in D1, but anything even near anything even faster than we got right now is a good thing. Because right now, if you guys know, mobility is just super sluggish and doesn't feel that good. Next on the PowerPoint is the mobility stat has its range expanded and has been completely returned as well. In short, everyone gets faster and the higher end is higher. So pretty much means, again, they're buffing mobility, making people more faster and be able to jump higher, which is, like I said, at the end of the day, good things, and more good things. Next PowerPoint is the player's ground speed cap has been increased, allowing faster total movement speeds regardless of how you may get there. Pretty much just buckling down again that even more, like I was just talking about, there'll be a lot more faster movements, a lot more faster gameplay. Now, will this coincide with maybe in PvP with people running away a lot more? I don't know, because right now it's already a run fest. You know what I'm saying? If you guys go shoot two people, you shoot 2 shots at somebody, they take off running. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that doesn't, make that even worse. Arc Strider, Sentinel, and Striker all move faster and at the same speed as one another while in their supers. So pretty much, guys, Arc Strider, Sentinel, and Strikers will all run the same fast. So, you're not going to see Strikers catching up with Arc Striders. You won't see Sentinels catching up with Arc Striders. Obviously, Sentinels can throw their shield, though. So, at the end of the day, like I said, at least they're buffing those 3 speed. I mean, making those speeds all about the same. That way, you don't see supers outrunning other supers, which is, I always thought was kind of stupid, if you ask me on that end. Arc Striders as a whole is performing well in PvP, mostly due to its neutral game perks. We've made some following changes in an effort to get the super to be more competitive option. Faster attack animations, faster dodge animations, and increased range of all attacks. Like I said, right there's some good stuff, man. If you're an Arc Strider, if you like playing Arc Strider, which Arc Strider is fun to play, now you'll be able to attack faster, you're going to be able to dodge faster, and an increased range of all attacks, which pretty much means your Arc Strider is going to reach further. Your slam from your Arc Strider is going to reach further. So overall, it's a good improvement. I know some of you guys were, we had those meme in Destiny 1, whatever, all the time, man. The Arc Hunter, man, just got nerfed all the time, no matter what. It's hilarious. I hated it because I actually loved, the Arc Hunter, man. So hey, at least we're getting some buffs there. Supers recharge faster for everyone. That means supers are going to get them a lot faster now. Now, they don't specific how much. I mean, it could be 5% faster, 10% faster. It could be 3% faster. I wouldn't expect it to be over 20% faster. I'm going to go with 10 to 20% faster. Probably 15% or probably that middle ground I'll probably go for. So not a huge thing, but a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Moving in the right direction. Next, we've got buffed with several weapon archetypes. That means not limited to. So these are things that they're buffing, but they're not limited to. They might buff more. Hand cannons, pulse rifles, sniper rifles, and shotguns are all getting a buff, which is, like I said, it's a good thing. Better things, man. And a few specific perks as well are getting a buff. So some of those perks that you think are underwhelming, they're going to be buffing some of those. A key goal here is to make shotguns, snipers, and fusion rifles more prevalent in the game. Like I said again, to me, I don't think shotguns, snipers, and fusion rifles are going to be more relevant in the game until you take those and put those in the secondary slot away from rockets and grenade launchers. Because right now, those two things are a lot more powerful than trying to run around using a sniper. Using a sniper is fun and all, but I mean, if you want to go get a few good kills, guaranteed kills, put on rockets, put on a grenade launcher, man. You can take 3 or 4 kills with it for sure. It just doesn't, to me, it just doesn't seem right until they move that slot up. We've been working along side by side with our friends from PvP to increase the pace of PvP combat and the frequency of power play. Here's a sneak peek at their hard work. Power player respawn times for all quick play modes have been decreased, which means you're going to spawn a lot faster. Player ammo respawn timers for all quick play modes have been reduced by 30%. So it means power ammo is going to be respawning 30% faster, guys, which is, like I said, a good move. Power ammo respawns timers in survivalists have been reduced by 40%. That's 40% for survival. Power ammo respawn timers in countdown have been reduced by 25%. So in countdowns, 25% reduced means that you're all these things are going to get ammo faster for your power weapons. Ammo counts that have been adjusted to relation to these times and relation to weapon type. Enemy players now drop heavy ammo on death That's a big key right there, guys. I know a lot of you guys have been asking for that. Hey, man, there's not a lot of power ammo. At least when I kill somebody with power ammo, why can't they drop a brick and I'll be able to pick it up? Well, now your answers have been answered, and your questions have been answered. I guess I said answers have been answered. Man, goof, and more goofs. But that means, hey, once we kill somebody that just picked up heavy ammo, no more being that heavy ammo wasted. We're gonna go right back over and pick it up, man, and kill them with it, because that's how it should be. I feel like too, anyway. Especially if they're gonna make snipers, they're not gonna move snipers and stuff up to the secondary slot. Hell, at least let us kill people, man, and grab their heavy ammo. The drop bricks are available to anyone to pick up, or 30 seconds. So that means, and once you kill somebody, you have 30 seconds to pick that up, or somebody else pick it up. You know what I mean? Whether it's your team or the enemy team, they can pick it up. Here's the last thing, guys. It says finally shoulder charge changes that went into a couple months ago. Went into effect a couple months ago. Remember, guys, they nerfed the shoulder charge. They are taking that back, and now they're going to re-implement how it used to be. Shoulder charge's movement utility has perceived as a more valuable than it was damage utility, which made it feel bad to actually hit someone with a shoulder charge. The movement was effectively a free dodge. The goal of the untargeted distance nerf was to discourage using the ability as a movement mode by making it only effective when using it against the enemy. In retrospective, when thinking this change was a mistake, and we've heard you. We believe there are a number of gameplay items like this that perform or use differently than we expected, but are thoroughly enjoyed nonetheless. In the future, we want to embrace the state of gameplay items like this to balance around it, not against it. That is key right there, guys. Let me read that again. In the future, we want to embrace the state of gameplay items like that and balance around it, not against it. That's a good thing, guys. That means hopefully from here on out, they won't just nerf. They'll bring stuff up to it. You know what I'm saying? That way the gameplay doesn't get more duller. It gets more exciting. They used to nerf everything. Hopefully, what this thing says, man, like I said, I'll read it again. In the future, we want to embrace the state of gameplay atoms like that and balance around it, not against it. That is probably one of the best things I've ever read from Bungie, to be honest. I'm hoping they stick to that creed, and I'm hoping that goes on. Also, guys, here's a big thing. I think we've all known this, but snipers had a huge bug, man, when they first came out, and it still has a bug. That's the reason why you see so much, like when you're getting shot and you have a sniper, that's the reason why you see so much flinch. On the final note, that will be important to all snipers out there. Many of you have rightfully complained that sniper flinch is too hard, and when you take hits, especially when they are now power weapons. We have dug into this and found that somewhere along the lines, waywards towards shipping D2, we acquired a bug that is preventing us from being able to successfully tune this value that we would all like. So pretty much they're saying they can't fix this until they figure out what bug it is and fix that bug, and then they can hopefully fix that flinch issue they have on snipers right now. Like, obviously snipers should have some flinch. Right now, man, literally the sniper goes up in the air, for God's sakes. If you get shot a couple bullets, it's ridiculous. So hoping they fix that, man. To finish, it says, like I mentioned in the first part of the series of the Sandbox updates, we hope you enjoy it. As these changes continue to solidify, we'll have more to say. The next item on our agenda after these changes include the mod system rework, which we plan to use to buff ability cooldowns and exotic balance pass. We're also continuing to evaluate Destiny 2's weapon slot system and how the other different types of weapons in Destiny fit into the game, how they are being played, and what we can do to improve the experience. Expect to hear more from us in the future updates. Until next time, Hamrick. Guys, look, these are all promising things. Like I said, this weapon update / Sandbox update, obviously super updates, everything. It's a Sandbox as a whole, the whole game. These are promising things, guys. Literally, this is the best. This is the most communication we've had from Bungie in a long time. So hopefully we can continue to build upon that and make it better and make the game better, not worse. Like I said, these are some huge updates, guys, coming. Like I said, the only thing I wish they would do was just take snipers, shotguns, maybe fusions, and put them in the secondary slot like they were in D1. I would be a lot more happier about it instead of having, you know, them in the same category as rockets and everything else. But at the end of the day, man, positive steps forward are better than no steps forward or steps backwards at the end of the day. So I'm super hopeful for the future. Obviously, I'll let you guys know more updates as they come, because there will be more updates on what's to come with these updates. More things on the update. There'll be more stuff added to this list. Some of these things might come off the list. Make sure you guys tune back into the channel here, man. Make sure you guys drop a sub on the channel. If you guys like this video, leave a thumbs up, share the video. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out, bros.